everyone. Welcome. My name is Miss Malvina. This is the Thriving Thursday Leadership Session. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I hope everyone is having a wonderful and blessed Thursday. Okay. All right. So this topic this week. Hey Mayo, how are you? Happy Thriving Thursday. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Okay. So this week we're going to talk about overcoming negative energy. Okay. All right. How's your week been, Mayo? So I know a lot of us have been going through a lot, have been faced with the negative energy, negative vibes, whether it's with with our family, friends, classmates. Hey Sada, classmates. I'm glad Jada. I'm gonna mail your prize to you. I'm gonna mail it. I just need the number. Camry gave it to you. I'll get it from Camry. Hey Shane, how are you? All right, so we all have been like facing with happy thriving Thursday, y'all. My said my week has been great after today. Like I caught up with all my work. Now I can have a resting day. Mayo, I know that's right, girl. That's a good thing. When everything is done. Sada said her week has been busy. Yeah, when everything is caught up, it's like you feel a sense of relief, or if you can get everything done early, that's good as well. Hey Zion, hey Ma. Real spill now. I'm doing okay. Hey Don. All right, so y'all, a lot of us, I know at some point in time of our life, we have been faced with some type of negative energy, negative vibes. Oh, I'm glad, Roman. And so this was the topic that I decided to come up with. Shane said it's been good. It's been okay. It was busy. I actually had to Camry celebrate her birthday this weekend, so it was busy this weekend. She was in town for fall break, and then my son was actually sick, so it was a busy week. All schools got out a half a day this week, so on Wednesday, so that was a busy day for me. Reality. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that. Thank you. Hey, is it Kaja? Am I pronouncing it right? Or Keisha? I don't see, y'all know these names. Oh, Kai. Okay, Kai. Okay. Y'all gonna have to tell me again. So y'all, I know at some point we all have been faced with negative energy or negative vibes. Like I said, whether it's, hey Anthony, with family, friends, with your businesses, with work, with school, whether you're in college, middle school, high school. Hey Cassie, how are you? And Mayo said, "Woo, my mom in the kitchen cooking. I can't." Mayo, what's she cooking? Look, it's probably smelling good too. I don't be doing a whole lot of cooking no more, y'all. It's just me and my son, so I don't have to worry about the cooking thing. But I love when you be upstairs in your room and you can smell the cooking, the fried chicken and all that. So, hey sis. Oh, I'm glad, sis, you got a better week this week. I'm so glad. It was busy. But it was pretty good. It was a pretty good week, especially on my business side. That has been going pretty steady, so that's always a good thing. I've added another transportation client, y'all, so that's good too. So when one door closes, another one opens. Oh no, Cassie, what's wrong? Let us know. Roast with pot. Oh girl, that roast. Oh my God, if you put it in that crock pot. So let me. Oh, I'm glad, Ma. And great. See, Mayo, I don't even know why I asked you now. My stomach is starting about. Roman said, I feel like school. Wait a minute. Let me show this one, y'all. Roman said, I feel like school has a lot of negative energy. When I took myself out of the mindset I was in last year, which was very depressed and stressed, I really saw how drained the people around me looked. And that's what I'm saying. You could be like it, yeah, the energy and the vibe can definitely be pray for my job is it questionable, or you trying to get a new job, Cassie? Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to read between the lines, but yeah, you can, when you feel the energy, it just doesn't. I know, look, that's what I said. Since I'm going over my outhouse, it doesn't just feel comfortable. You walk into the room, you just can feel the negative energy wherever you may go. Like I said, job related, friends, family, schools. Anywhere you can go, you just feel like the vibe is off. So I, like I said, it says, how many of you all have been or are faced with having to overcome negative energy from family, friends, your business, job, school, roommates, etc. Okay. Oh, you said you need a job, Cassie? Yes, please. It's a little tight out here, but if you start filling out, applications and stuff like that, we definitely put something comes through for you. I don't know how you go about to look for jobs right now. I know you could go online now, but a lot of times people have the signs up. It just depends where you want to exactly go. I would probably check online. Or if anybody know, while we on here, if anybody know any jobs that are hiring, I don't know what your interest may be, Cassie, but you might want to put it in the comments because somebody might know some places that are hiring. I do my own transportation. I do paparazzi jewelry. Y'all, I do a lot of home health care with my brother. So those are the type of things I do. Gemma, I'm glad you had a good day. I know that's right. And yeah, Mars, you're right. Negative energy definitely can be CNA. Oh girl, they should always have something open for that. Anybody know? Try some of the nursing homes. Yeah, they always need. I be seeing them sometime on Facebook. But yeah, that negative energy is definitely contagious. And if you don't watch it, it will definitely bring down your whole spirit and your whole vibe that you may have. You can come in, you could wake up and be having a good day, everything going well for you. You got the bus on time or got to work on time. You ain't had to have road rage. You didn't have to fuss before you left out the house that morning with the kids, with your family, your parents, your siblings. And those type of days are okay. Then when you get where you're going, whether it's work or school, here comes somebody, and you can already just tell that the whole energy in the room or in that particular space is just off. And it's just like, here we go. So then you start to feel that same energy, or you come off at the person on that same energy based on how they are actually interacting and engaging with you. Okay. Mayel said, I see a lot of hiring QR codes on the buses. You should check. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that, Cassie? Mayel said she see a lot of hiring QR codes on the buses. You should check them out. Yeah, CNA is definitely needed. So y'all, if anybody know any that places need CNA, they definitely, I know, like the nursing homes, assisted living, retirement homes are places that that definitely can use them. Okay. I know that for a fact. All right. Lighten the screen. All right. So, you saw them in the day? So Jamie says, how do you stop negative energy from affecting you? Basically, you have to, Jamie, like, leave people where they are. You can, if it's somebody on your personal note, whether it's like your relationship, you're supposed to be your close BFF friend, your colleague, your business partner, you can try to maybe reach out and see if they want to talk. But a lot of times people are stuck in their ways and they don't want to talk, or at the time they stuck however they feel and they just don't want to be bothered. So you could try sometimes sending a little note or a little text and say, hey, when you feel better, could we have a talk? If that's, or sometimes it's just you have the mindset to say, whatever happens today, I'm not going to let it affect me. You someday you can be saying, well, good morning, and then when you go in, the person might, I think I did it this morning. I said to a guy, he was walking down the street, I said, good morning. He says, no, good night. And I'm like, okay, but I just kept on moving. So sometimes you just have to, don't change yourself. Just try to be, continue to be you, and just, you have to leave people where they are. Now, let me see. Mars said, did it show y'all? Oh, that's wrong. Wait a minute. I was going to put Mars up first. Wait a minute, y'all. All right. All right. So Mom says, sometimes I think I carry negative energy from home. How can I prevent being negative? Ma, when you step out the door, step out on a positive note. Whatever the negative is, negative energy you have at home, leave it at home. But when you step outside the door, you have to remember these people haven't done anything to you, and you just have to deal with people on a positive note. That's just like people sometimes bring negative energy from home, school. They might be going through something in relationship, friendships, situationships, and all that, and they bring it and put it on somebody else. Okay, so try to just, when you outside the door, say, whoo, I'm going to just leave that there and deal with that when I get back. Okay. So that's a one suggestion. Unless somebody else have any suggestions to give more, that would be one of my suggestions. Leave it at home. Okay. Got to anyway. Naeem says, sorry, folks have been a little late, but oh no, Naeem, you good. Happy Thriving Thursday to you. All right. Roma says, it's really hard for me to not let negative energy get to me because it just sticks to me. Like I can feel it in my stomach, starting to feel like I am laughing out loud, like having empathy. Okay, because I'm getting tongue-tied, y'all. But Roman, that's exactly how I am. And it's hard. Somebody can tell me something and I'll act like everything is okay. But it will cause me to be sick later on that night. And that actually happened to me last night. I was okay all day. And then there was a situation presented to me. And I thought I was okay even hearing the situation. And out of nowhere, I got instantly sick. So I'm the type that it internalized, and like things bother me internally. And that's just it's like it's hard to, even if you don't care about it, or even if you try not to let it just bother you, it still bothers you. That's why sometimes I even can't look at TV with the news. Sometimes I have to like detach myself with the bad news or things that might be on Facebook, because sometimes it internalized, like bothers me internally. Got my stomach hurting. I don't have no energy. I don't want nothing to eat, just from somebody telling me something or reading it. And it's like the mind is like, mind really picks up on that. So it's like, try to like, I don't like with that, Roman, I would try to like maybe do something or watch something or listen to, like we did, like the inspirational music or the inspirational speeches, something to kind of take your mind off of. You have to start thinking about something on a positive note. So you have to kind of like take your mind off of it a little bit. But I know exactly where you're coming from with that. Okay, Naeem says, I carry negative energy every day and I don't even realize it. Oh, Naeem, oh my goodness. So you got to figure out where it's coming from and what's the root of it. And then take the root of it and kind of like tackle it. Like from that, you have to start and just kind of break it down with, hopefully this session to kind of give you some insight on it, like just kind of break it down. And it might just be you and your mindset, because I can be like that sometimes, always thinking something like on a negative note, like the bad part of it, and always like saying, oh, I thought you was thinking this on a negative note, but actually the person wasn't even thinking like that, because sometimes I'm already like on a defense. So I have to sometimes just kind of get quiet for a minute, and then when I get quiet, everybody like, you quiet, what's going on with that? Because you don't get quiet. So sometimes you just have to evaluate what the situation is and who you're dealing with. Okay. And reality said people just be doing too much. They do. And you can't, that's the thing. You can't, people do too much, really. Wait a minute. I'm hitting the wrong one. Yeah, people do just be doing too much reality. I definitely know that. And if you allow people to drain your energy, they will definitely drain, especially if they see you in happy spirits and doing well. They will do anything they can to basically tear you down. Okay, bring up your energy, get you off track on what you may be trying to do. Okay. Kay just says, overrule the negative with positive. Right. So try to turn something negative into a positive note. Maybe, okay, this person is bringing information. I'm just saying, don't let them get over on you. But maybe this person is bringing this situation to you because they feel that you're the one that can help them or walk them or guide them through it. Or they just sometimes people need somebody to dump the stuff on. But you don't want to let them keep continuing to get over and do that to you. But sometimes sometimes I tell people, I may come to you with a situation situation, and I'm definitely the type I have to say what's going on. But that's it. I could be at the point, I'm just saying, where I'm ready to hurt myself or something like that. And I just need to talk to somebody to like help me and say, no, it's not worth it. It's this, it's that. So sometimes you gotta look at it like that. Like, what am I could be really saving this person's life or saving another person's life. And that being, when they come with that, it just depends. Like you said, you have to see if this person constantly dropping negative energy. You're like, okay, look, you're doing too much, as reality said. So then you have to, look at it from that perspective as well. All right, Ma says, I feel like I'm negative emotionally. I feel like stuff gets to me too. Ma, yeah, you because you have like that good heart, Ma. That's what that is, and people will take advantage of that. When you got a good heart, people will definitely take advantage of it. So you definitely have to pick and choose what you allow to get to you too. Like, but I know when it's somebody close or somebody you care or love, it's hard to do that. But we have to learn. We're gonna have to learn how to do that. And they'll say you don't care, but that's not even the case. Okay. And Queen says, I tend to absorb other people's energy. Yeah. And Queen, it's hard not to. But once we get it, then we just have to say, nope, I ain't going to listen. I'm not going to allow that. I can't allow their energy to get to me. And like I said, it depends who it is and it depends on the circumstances. So, Naeem says, my suggestions to Mark is to practice makes perfect. Like often, keep doing what you usually do. That'll prevent you being negative and etc. So yeah, just practice. You gotta practice that. It's not something that I'm not perfect at it either. I'm getting better at that. But like I said, and I'm not used to be real bad where somebody always coming to me and I'm sick, my head hurting, migraines, but I'm getting better. I haven't had those episodes like I had last night in a long time, where I actually, somebody told me something and I got sick. And it's only because when a person is that close to my heart, it will affect me emotionally. So that's why I said it depends on who and what the circumstances may be. Naeem said, it's just my mindset. That's all. Yeah. Ma says, overthinking plays a big part. Yeah, we do a lot of, we always, and I'm a worst critic when it comes to overthinking. We'll be thinking all the way ahead, and that's not even the circumstances. But we human, we not perfect. And and me, I'm always trying to look on a positive note, but sometimes I done been through so much in so many situations. It's just like, okay, what's your motive? I mean, what are you trying to do? Bring me down, turn me down? So that, like I said, you have to look at the situation. You have to look at who you dealing with and what the circumstances are. Okay. And reality said, people say that my facial expressions give negative energy, but I just have a resting face. I haven't seen your face, reality, but I believe you. I believe you, but mine is, I have that same thing. I'm not gonna say my face is resting. It'll be what I'm thinking that actually will come off. My facial expression tells it all. Jada said, gratitude, attitude. I've been practicing that. Take a break. Yes, Jada, you are right. We have to sometimes you got to just say, look, can I get back to you on that? Or, I just need a moment or something like that. And it's okay. And like Jada said, she's been practicing it. And if you need to, take a break. Take a break from a person. That's the mental is definitely something we have to definitely take care of. All right, y'all, wait a minute. I'm way behind. Keisha said, yes, reality, I deal with that every day. Okay, Lakeisha says, hey, Sid, it's definitely a mind thing. At times, it's hard to move past some negative issues, especially when it's something that happened out of nowhere. We just have to take it one day at a time. And you're right, sis, we not perfect. So you have to take things one day at a time. And a lot of times we'll bring situations to people and they'll say, oh, I wouldn't have did it like that. But if they wasn't in that situation, until you actually in a situation, you don't know how you will react to it. You don't know what you may do. I never would have thought I was in the situation I was in my marriage and that I would have been that broken down and will allow the situation to break me down like it did, but it did. You couldn't tell me Big Mel ain't going to let nobody, but when you get closely connected to a person on an emotional note and things like that, you never know what can happen. Nobody could tell me that I would have went into work one day working for the state as long as I have, and one day I just didn't like the energy and I just left everything. I never went back to work. I'm just saying, so nobody would have told me I would have did that, and I stepped out on faith. Do I regret it? Sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, no, I didn't. I felt it was best at the time, and I did it, and God actually looked out for me. That note. All right, let's see. Hey, Antonio. Hey, Charles. Happy Thriving Thursday to y'all. And Jada said, taking small bites of big things. Yes, just kind of dissect who it is and what the circumstances is. Okay. All right, so let me go here to the next slide, y'all. These some y'all, we getting somewhere here, y'all. Okay, so these are some of the symptoms that you feel. We was already talking about it. Sometimes you feel angry. You're unable to yes, Charles said he will every time. Yes, Charles, every time it comes through. He will definitely come. And whoever y'all, whoever you worship, Allah and whoever, definitely will come through at the right time. Okay, so these are some of the symptoms. Like I said, feeling angry, unable to relax. You may have anxiety. You feeling uncomfortable. You can't sleep properly. You don't feel motivated. The other one, you feel you don't have no lack of inspiration or passion, feeling nervous, or you feel anxious or uneasy. So those are like when you feel the negative, the vibe in the room is just off. Naeem says, boy, child. So some examples of negative energy. What are some examples of negative energy you faced or you're facing? It could be with your family, your friends, your school, your business, your job, home, etc. Okay, so y'all can put in the chat some of the negative energies that you faced or are facing. Yeah, Ma, that anxious, I don't like the feeling of it at all. That's why I like to try. I'm not perfect, but I like to be positive, surround myself with positive people, like-minded people, so that I don't always fall into that negative energy. But it's hard to sometimes escape it. Just in this day and age, people just deal with things on a whole different level. Okay. All right, so hey, Blast. So another examples are you might have poor communication, where like we said, if the person is, hey, Miss Cheryl, if the person is actually don't even want to talk about what's going on, and so the poor communication skills, they might walk around, they ain't even talking to you. They was your friend today, tomorrow they not. Your co-workers, y'all used to eat lunch together. You go out and party on Friday and Saturday nights. Now they don't even answer your phone calls. So, your husband or your boyfriend, or your girlfriend walking around won't speak to you. Walking in the house, just and it's just like, come on now. The communication definitely is number one. People, let somebody know what's going on. Whether you want to write a note on a sticky, send a text or whatever, because it just throw the whole energy off if you're not communicating. I noticed that. The reality says the negative people in school, they like me just because how I carry myself, and I am so committed to my school work. Reality, my hashtag, somebody gonna be mad. You can't please everybody. If they don't like you, it's okay. You know what I mean? You don't gotta like me. I'm not a people pleaser. I am who I am, like you said, and you committed to your schoolwork. All the people that don't like you, when you get that degree or that diploma, they can't take that from you. That's what I learned. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to like everybody, and it's okay. Surround yourself with the ones that do like and love you. The ones that don't, okay, for whatever their reason is. So also another thing is silent treatments. Like I said, not talking, not speaking, not answering the calls, bad attitude. I might need you to talk about an issue. So like as far as family, like, okay, is the rent or the mortgage paid? Did we pay the BG&E? Did we pay the cable? Is the car payment paid? So you walking around far as school. Did you do that assignment? We got to do a group project. So then you didn't even do work. So it's like you just being very inconsiderate. Those are some of the things. Okay. Let me see. Michelle said poor communication can also happen when it's done via text or email because you can't really tell a tone or emotion of you not face to face. Miscommunication happens a lot in text. So you're right, Michelle. Right. So sometimes it's better to pick up the phone. If they don't answer, maybe leave a message. Hey, when you get a chance, can we talk? But Miss Cheryl, you are right to point that out. When we text, sometimes you can read a text, and because your mindset is, you are upset or you already feel like this person is on a negative thing. When you read the text, you be like, oh, so they talking about how I'm doing. What you mean how I'm doing? You know you done mess my day up. You know what I mean? Like, but they might really be really anxious, but you could just from the, like Miss Cheryl said, from the text or email, or now they email me that they really can't talk to me. So it's better sometimes. I know we are really stuck into the phones, but sometimes it's like to pick the phone, like Miss Cheryl said, to pick the phone up. Now they got the speaker, the voice to text or something like that now. So, like I said, or that little thing where you can actually talk. And then like on Messenger, I know, because y'all know I'm over 40. So on Messenger, you can actually do a recording, so even with that, you can kind of hear the tone of the voice and stuff like that. Because some people, like I said, but if they don't answer, leave a voicemail. But then, like Miss Cheryl said, that text can cause some other issues as well, or emails. Miss Cheryl, don't laugh at me, Miss Cheryl. Queen said exactly what I need. Oh, I know that's right, Queen. All right. Wait a minute. Naeem said something. I agree, because you're not meant to please anybody you see or like or know, because end of the day, you're here for you. And you are right, Naeem, when you told was that reality? Yeah, you not, no, you're not here, you here for you. So like you have to worry about your happiness. Charles said tax most death can get mixed up. Yeah, I'm my worst critic. Like, and then you're gonna send me a text after you said all that to me or did that to me. You could at least pick up the phone and been man or woman enough to explain it to me, or like that. But some people communicate better. I'm just saying, I was told that some people communicate better by typing it, texting it, than actually they can't really express themselves, because we done got so caught up into these phones now. They can't express themselves verbally. So they got to type it down, but it could be taken all out of context, like Miss Cheryl said. So we definitely have to watch it. But that's where it came from. We done got caught into the phones now. So everything we do now is everything by phone. Eating, ordering this, that, and the other. You can get your food delivered to your door, the market and all that. So the issue is, okay, wait a minute. Queen said, I be thinking people mad at me over text whole time. Right, Queen, that's what I'm saying. They not really mad at you. They just, it's the way we interpreting the message. Like, what they think they, and then I'm the type, okay, now you done said this, I'm gonna go in on the text. I'm just saying. I'm gonna go in on the text. Wait a minute. Lakeisha, okay, let me see. Lakeisha said, I'm definitely big on communication, but it has come from all sides, because if I'm always the one reaching out and trying to remedy the situation, then that's a problem. Right, Lakeisha? So that's the thing. Right. If you always got to be the person that reach out, sometimes, and I don't like to be the one, and that's what I said. Why I got to always be the good-hearted one? Why I got to be the good one? Why can't somebody else reach out to me? And because see, you in a leadership role, that's your type, that's your role. So you the leaders and the bigger person. That's what we call it, the bigger person. I even remember I had to tell Q that one day, and he said, I'm tired of being the bigger person, Mom. And I was like, but sometimes that's just our role. We the bigger person. We not that person that don't care and don't have no type of empathy and no type of heart. So it's hard. That's what we it's like, that's our thing. We have to be the bigger person all the time. Okay, let me see. Charles said, how you like, girl, shut up. And then they like, oh, so you telling me, so you telling me to shut up now. Right. Charles, I know. Not specifically, girl, I know, or man, or however they might say it, but you're right. And Naeem said, Yeah, I don't like being on the phone to express my anger. You're going to feel it through this text. So not right. And then they might sometimes it just depends on the circumstances, y'all. Sometimes you do the text because who you I just you and like I said, it has to be who you dealing with. You have to really evaluate the situation and what the circumstances is at hand, because sometimes I just or if you just I do this too. I write it in my notes, but then I don't send it. Sometimes I do that and I'll wait because I said I'm going to let me calm down for a minute and then I'll deal with it. So I might leave the text on unread for a minute. Then I'll come back to it later when I calm down. Naeem said, "No, for real, yo, they be so sensitive." Yeah, people. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, amen. Like if Naeem said, like you my friend and I can't mock you or joke with you, we can't be family. Yeah, everybody too serious. Sometimes I'm too serious, but then I sometimes can take jokes offensive, but I guess I have to look at who the person actually is. And know that because my homeboy do it all the time, and he be like, "I'm just playing with you," and I go to the left, like, "Who you think you talking?" I go to the left quick, y'all. And Lakeisha said, "Yes, I often write everything down because if I say it verbally, then I may leave some things out. But if I write it first, then I can add my stuff." Since not the proofreading the argument or the wait a minute, you didn't put it down to see if you because you want to say it all at one time. You don't want to go back and forth. Oh my goodness. Amen. Charles, wait a minute. What you say, Charles? Roman laughing. Oh my God, you on camp to laugh just like in a good way. Oh, Charles, really? She really be laughing like me? Look, don't let her see that. She be like, no, I was not. I think she was still on break. Naeem said, Naeem, I'm gonna tell you. Naeem, I think I remember you. Now you know my mind gone. When we went to the me and Cam was just talking about it because we went bowling over the weekend. When we went to the bowling thing, wasn't out Towson or Timonium, and we was bowling about the $20 situation. Was that it? I think that's where I remember you from. All right. I think, am I right? I might be wrong. Y'all know how my mind is. Roman said, I've been really good at cutting people, making sure they know why. Communication is the easiest way to put ways so both parties understand. Yeah, right. The cutoff game, definitely cut off, block. So when you feel like it's just you can't do no more, ain't no getting the people, cut off and block. I have done family like that, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you, I really have. I've done family like that. So I look at if I can cut my blood off, anybody else, if it's too much, I got, now unless it's like I said, I'm at the point in my life, something has to be a benefit for me to even put myself through too much. It has to be a benefit for me. I mean, whatever it might be that's beneficial to me. So if it's not, if I'm just, it's not like, ain't no sense to me. Goodbye, delete, block, cut off, let it go. Okay. Jamie said, yes, I write everything in my notes. Said Jamie, I do that too before I send it because I be going off. I go off, so I had to type mine down. Reality said, yeah, because I be having to get myself together before I respond and say something that I didn't mean. Right. So as I'm being mad, or I might call my homeboy up and I vent to him and say, look, because you know this, and I be going off. But then when I get to the person that I done calmed down, I did a little venting session, a little woo side, and now I can kind of look at it differently and say, you know what? All right, I can handle it in a different manner. Because at first, if you catch me on the first little thing, and it take a lot to get me over the top. So probably the person that really pissed me off if I didn't, because I'm real easygoing. Jada says she's learning that now. Yeah, okay, yep, Naeem. I said with the 20. Hey, so hey, how are you? Happy Thriving Thursday. Naeem said, I'm the homie for real. Yeah, we did with bowling. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, don't let me find out if that's the right thing. All right, yo. So it says, like, with this negative energy, do you want to, all right, is this situation worth fixing? The person worth working this thing out? Is the business worth, is your business that important that you want to work things out with this person? So it's saying, Dawn said, wait a minute, I'm your mom. Wait a minute, Dawn. So, like I said, it's the energy, negative energy, making you feel as though you want or need to change it. And what are your bases for it? Like it could be because it's your mom, it's your dad, siblings, co-workers, your BFF, your business. And you want to be able to work, like you want to be able to work, or if it's your instructor, your classmates, roommates, etc., like that. So you have to look at, with this energy that you feel, and do you just want to can cut the person off, giving it, so you can't cut your mother off. I mean, you might want to, but don't do it. You only get one. So that's what I'm saying. You have to look at the circumstances. You might have to take a break, like Jada said, but some people you can't fix your siblings. I mean, if you gotta take a break, then that's understandable. But the parents is like, I think you got we can't help it. I mean, especially if you gotta interact with mom. So you definitely have to it depends on the circumstances and the person. Okay. All right. So we go to the next slide. Y'all, this topic is heated. This topic. So then, like I said, you have to weigh your options. Like I said, does me trying to change the energy worth doing so, or is my peace more important? Am I willing to sacrifice some things to change the energy? Yeah. Am I gonna go? Now, I don't even want to the person for real, but I'll go ahead and talk to him. I hear him out. Him or her, I hear the person out. And, but sometimes like Jada said, I'll take a break on a basis of my peace. Antonio said, I'm the whole family's mom. So I take it just like based on my peace too. So that's why I said sometimes you gotta take a step back. As Jada said, take a break. As Lakeisha said last week, reset. So sometimes you gotta just say, look, I'm gonna take a reset. I think somebody took a break, Maya, even took a day off from school. Like I said, you have to protect your mindset. The mental is everything, y'all. You don't want to lose your mind. Once you lose your mind, everything, it's not, you can't think fast go. I always say I'm slow as King Sir. My mind's still there, but I say I'm slow as King Sir. So I'm just saying, and y'all know that's slow. That's not a stick. So I'm just saying. So then overcoming the negative energy. So basically you have to change, if you can, as far as work, I'm gonna get to that, but like change the environment if you can. I know we can't change the schools we already assigned to. Charles said, "Mine is a terrible thing to waste." It is. Don't waste your mind. And some people like I said, it depends on the person and the situation. Some things it's not even worth messing your mind up. It's not. You definitely need your mental this day and age. You definitely need your mental. You don't want to start messing up. But like if you can't change the environment, like Charles said, you go in there, I think it was Charles, no, Reality, and you go in there and you just stick to your work. I'm here to do schoolwork. I'm not here to really be your BFF or your friend. You don't want to talk to me. Look, I'm going to just do my work. I'm going to put my mind at the schoolwork here. It's so hard now. You definitely got to be focused on the schoolwork. It ain't as easy as it was for me 20 years ago. So you definitely can do that. Tune it out. If you can't talk to the person and revisit the issue, do so. But a lot of times people are these day and age are stuck in their ways. You can change the subject. Try to engage in a conversation related to just work or school. You might just talk about the work or the school or business or something else in the house if you're dealing with a relationship, marriage, or something like that. Maybe a TV show or something like that with the kids. You can definitely tune them out. So, and Jamie said, always step back to avoid. Yeah, that's your thing. You don't want a lot of confrontation. You already got negative energy going on, but with the confrontation, you ready to just explode. A bottle ready to just explode. So you have to definitely be careful with that. All right. So here we go. Look, we already said, what do I do? So I take time, take a break, reset, take a day off. And in our case, we do jewelry. We sell jewelry. We can't go live today. I'm just giving an example. Take whatever time you don't take too much time now. Don't lose focus. Don't lose yourself taking too much time, but take the time that you need to just take a break and reset yourself. Slow down. Okay. And then pause for a minute, pause for a moment and then think this whole situation out. Okay. Your gains and your losses, your assets and liabilities. You have to break everything down to the lowest common denominator when you're dealing with negative energy. And then observe your surroundings. Like, is this person just around me to leech off of me? Is this person or this situation? You have to look at the circumstances and, like I said, the person you're dealing with in the circumstances. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Miss Cheryl said, I realize she is not in a happy place and bitter towards me, which she has admitted. I'm married with kids and grandkids, and she has never been in a solid relationship and no kids. I personally. Yeah, so Miss Cheryl, I personally definitely had to take a step back from my sis. A lot of negative energy with my sis, and I had to take a step back. I evaluated me and her. And Miss Cheryl, it's like I said, when you realize that, that's the thing. And I say that to say, I have two older sisters. I have an older brother and a younger brother. My younger brother I care for. He has Down syndrome. But my older siblings, I don't deal with them. Because it's like a lot of negative energy. I want to fix it, but if it's sometimes it's just too much or it's just can't fix. And then a lot of people, like Michelle said, you just have to realize where people at. And that's one thing. I'm going to get into that and try to hurry and get through it. But that was something like we have to realize a lot of times people bring a negative energy to you. We think it's something we did, but really the person is just not happy or they're bitter themselves. So sometimes you have to like leave the person where they at and let them try to figure it out. No matter how you want to try to fix it with them, you just have to let the person be where they at and just go on and focus on what you got going on. It's just that it's sad to say, but that's just how it is. It could, I know what you mean, Miss Cheryl. I get it. It came backwards. I seen what you was doing. I seen exactly what you was doing. But it came in backwards. I get it, Miss Cheryl. But yeah, I totally understand. So then it's just like this. What do you do? And this is exactly how we be with the negative energy. I'm going to go off. I'm telling you right now, because I'm going to do this and that. Don't, I'm just saying how it is, being keeping it real. And it says it's time to do some cleaning. I'm just saying, and remove the negative energy from your life if you can. Don't feel bad or guilty for wanting to be positive. You know what energy you want, and it just takes too much to be negative. So, don't feel guilty because you removed yourself or removed the situation from your life. You know what you want to do. So do what you feel is best and beneficial for you. Okay. So don't feel bad about it. But when you realize when it's too much negative, it's time to do some cleaning to your life. I'm just saying, even me, we not perfect. We practicing it. Okay. So here it is, food for thought. Let's always remember that if a person, Sydney said, same Jamie. Did I miss Jamie's? I might have missed Jamie's comment. And Sid said, I need to work on this. Sid, it's a everyday, like Lakeisha said, we got to take one day at a time. So we ain't going to get it overnight. We ain't perfect. So we going to have some hiccups along the way and obstacles. And we ain't gonna be perfect. We might cut somebody out. I'm just saying, but sorry, but that's just how I was feeling at the time. Mean no harm, no disrespect. But then you can go back and apologize and try to correct it, because we're not perfect. We all going through different trials and tribulations in life. Everything ain't roses and peaches. So it happens. But like it says here, bringing a lot of negative, we have to remember that if a person is bringing a lot of negative energy to your life, they're not the problem. They are the problem, not you. And to disturb your peace, they're not happy for whatever reason. Whatever reason, we might not never know what the problem is, and they might not never talk about it, but we have to leave people where they're at. I'm just saying. So like I said, you have to evaluate the person and the situation. Like I said, this is with family, friends, BFF, work, school, any situation. Okay. The person obviously is miserable. Person obviously is miserable. They could be going through some things. Sometimes it could be a cry for help. Like I said, It could be a cry for help. Don't let them keep dumping the negative energy where it's so consuming that you're losing yourself. That's the thing. So however, you're not, but you're not a mind reader, so you have to let the person express themselves, or if they don't want to, you gotta leave them where they are. Lakeisha gave Miss Cheryl some advice here. She said, at Miss Cheryl, she has to fix herself. Right. You have nothing to do with her own issues, blood or not. Leave it alone. Glad you took a step back and evaluated the situation. Right. Like, and I'm telling you, that's why I said it can go. It just depends who it is. I know I'm a critic saying your moms, even with that, if you, sometimes you guys, and just to not be disrespectful, sometimes you have to take a break. Okay. I'm just saying. Reality said, there's always that one person that has to get left behind. Right. And sad to say, we want to take everybody with us, but everybody not. Some people are in our life for a reason. And I hear this quote all the time, they're in your life for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. So it depends what that category that person falls in. So they was here for a reason, to help you get out of another situation, toxic situation you was in. They just here for the summer to help you go on these vacations that you want to go on. And, I'm just saying, or they're here to really be there with you through thick and thin, through ups and downs. And they willing to go through this thing called life with you. So it just depends on what category they fall in. But don't feel bad for choosing you at the end of the day. Okay. The key said, and you just had to remember, y'all, misery does love company, and it comes full force, and it just has been coming a lot lately that I have seen and with people as well as myself. So we definitely know that misery loves company, and as they say, the devil is busy. Okay. So the next slide says example of negative energy. Now it's real small, y'all, but this was like some of the examples. Like this is like with relationship, marriage, friendships. We have to, like, the other party comes. This is like an example, like I was just telling you about. The other party comes in the house. They might always pick arguments and finding faults. It's because they're not happy with themselves. Instead of sitting down and expressing themselves to you, they go off. You can lose yourself trying to please everyone. So know your worth and value. If they're not willing to fix it, bad as it hurts, you have to make a decision within reason and in the best interest of you. If you notice that you keep repeating the same cycle with the individual, it's time to reflect and evaluate the scenario and the individual, as Ms. Cheryl had to do. So, when you keep, it's like we said, we was on you like a hamster on that little wheel that he run through, the hamster and all guinea pig. It's just like that. When you keep repeating the same thing with the same person, it's really time to evaluate the situation and the individual. Is this person even this person must just been in my life for just a season, not or a reason, not for like, this not somebody I want to take no further in my life with me. So, whatever the situation may be, even with, I put up here with business and work, your colleagues and your business partners always complaining. Never see any good in what business you're building. They're not happy with themselves. They find some fault in everything you did. Okay. Not saying that stuff ain't going wrong, but just, like if you building a business together, if you working together, every time you go to work for Popeyes, they complain about the chicken don't have enough seasoning. You put enough seasoning on chicken, but the manager keeps saying that it's not enough seasoning. Just give me an example. I'm just saying, you buff floors, and every time you come around, your supervisor saying it looks like it's missing a spot, and you're like, I'm looking at the floors look perfect. So those are some of the examples. Or they saying they don't like the way you doing certain things all the time, and it's like, okay, this person is definitely misery loves company, or they going through something. If they're not willing to talk about it, then you just have to leave them where they at. With school, your classmates or roommates decide one day they cool with you, and the next they don't want nothing to do with you. It's not them, it's not you. In that case, you have to let them figure it out. You can try to talk or ask them to talk, but if they stuck in their own ways, you have to let them be where they're at. It's not easy because you will sit around and wonder where things went wrong. And even if it was something you did unconsciously, they will refuse it. If they refuse to talk about it, don't beat and tear your self-esteem down, because apparently they don't value you as much, to come to you and sort it out and come to some common ground or agree to disagree. So, even if you did something, because we ain't perfect, if they can't come to you and approach you about it or want to talk about it to fix your friendship, or, for school and college, or even in your family, you have to realize, if they don't value you as much to talk about and try to work out something, then you have to value yourself to just keep it moving at some point. Practice, though. I ain't saying you're going to get it all the time, but practice it. Okay. Y'all be down to 10 minutes. Family, like I said, and y'all, family, y'all, we love our family. We can't help what we born into. But y'all, we have family members that show up when there's a funeral, there's a wedding, when somebody got their leg case money, they hit the lottery, here they come. Prior to that, they ain't got a word or don't engage with you in no type of way. They just spread rumors about you amongst the family. They come to these events that you have. The vibe is off. They being fake and phony. So those type of people and we all have them some way, shape, or form. We have to leave them where they are. Okay? Just leave them where they at, y'all. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you, we have them. So these were some quotes that I found, y'all. I know Cam told me don't use Google, but I be like to look up some quotes. But this one saying, reality, I know. I'll be lying if I said I didn't get in my feelings. I'm talking about me, and I know y'all can put yourselves on this one about the way people treat me. But I've learned it's life, and everybody isn't me. Everybody don't show the same love I show, and I'm learning to be okay with that. That's like something, you're gonna take a screenshot of it. But yeah, I'm okay with people not being, everybody not me. They not gonna treat me the same as they're not gonna treat me the way I treat them. I know reality says a lot of family members I don't associate with. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have older siblings, 3 of them. I don't deal with them at all. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's just, and I'm okay with it though. Period. Like just said, period. I'm okay. I'm okay with it. It's all right. I don't lose no sleep. Go to bed, get up, go to work every day. I ain't worried about. I'm okay with it, because you just had to leave people where they at. Hey, now and then I might hit a little text. Hey, how are you? And they may respond, they may not. It is what it is. I mean, it's hard, y'all. It's a practice thing. But like Jada said, I'm learning to be okay with me being me and accepting people for who they are. Yeah, people, you gotta leave them where they at. If they don't value your worth, you value your own worth, and just say, you know what? I'm not even going to deal with. I'm not even going to deal with. But then they'll take it that you don't care. But guess what? Okay, feel how you want to feel. Take it how you want to take it. Somebody gonna be mad. I don't even care. So y'all, this is another one. Life can be easier when we delete the negative people from it. And I have done a lot of deleting and resetting, and it really is. It sometimes, and it's a practice, because we have been surrounded with a lot of negative people. We can tend to think that the next person we come in contact with, or the next situation we come in contact with. Now keep your eyes open, don't keep them closed. Remove the veil, because you gotta evaluate the situation, because you should already know the situation before it even presents itself, because you already been through it before. So like that little inner thing that you feeling, if it ain't right, that's that negative energy. You may have to back up some, or just deal with the person with the long handled spoon from a distance. So we know when it come up again. Jimmy said, I always try to ask myself if they'll treat me right, even if it's not my way. If it's not, I'm on the road. Yeah. I mean, you can tell. You can tell when a person not. We don't never want to go with that intuition, but we could say, you know what, this ain't even right. But you tend to think, and we can't. And I lived by that so many years, to think that I could change people. I don't know where I got that from. I always feel like I can change a person. And I always find myself on a bad habit. So it's like we can't change people. We have to leave people, like I said, where they are. If they're not willing to change themselves, or they don't see nothing wrong with their own situations, there's nothing we can do about it. No matter how much we try, when we have to realize marriage, baby, money, businesses. None of that change a person unless they really want to change. And if they don't want to change, we just gotta leave it where it's at, where they at. It's just that simple. None of that changes a person, y'all. Antonio, wait a minute, Antonio, what you say? Antonio said, I ain't changing for nobody unless I really love you and I did something wrong and wasn't being considerate. So yeah, Antonio, y'all, if you like you said, that's why I say it depends on the person, but don't be yourself. I'm learning that I want to be around people that I can be myself with. I don't have to be fake and phony. It's so much easier just to be big mouth. I ain't perfect. I'm loud and everything else, laughing crazy and everything like that. So I just want to be around people that I can be myself with. If they don't like it, it is what it is. But I'm gonna be me. And Dawn says, "Your dad, don't be yourself." Dawn said, "Yes, delete those. Yeah, delete, delete." Queen with the exclamation mark. Reality said, "You can't change or help a person that don't want to be helped." Yeah, if they don't want to be helped or don't see nothing wrong with them themselves, we can't do nothing about it. We can try as hard as we want, but if they don't want to change themselves, it is what it is. And Queen said, "It's really not your job," and it's not. It's not your job if they don't value what type of person you is, and they can't see that you mean good intentions for them. Then you can see that right off the top what my intentions are for you. Okay. All right. So this was another one. So it says, listen to positive people, ignore the negative ones. People that doubt, judge, and disrespect you are not worth your time and attention. Y'all know I be pulling my quotes up. So that's what, listen to the positive one, ignore the negative ones. People that doubt, judge, and disrespect you are not worth your time and attention. Okay. Reality says, if you're bringing toxic negative, I don't want you around me. I don't mean harm. Yeah, nowadays life too short. It's definitely too short. So you definitely want to surround yourself in a positive circumstance. Okay, as much as you can. Antonio said, but I'm not going to change just for me to fit your expectations. Right. So be you, because then you like lying to yourself if you try to be anything other than who you are meant to be. Okay. All right. And then we have to remember, y'all, some people are in such utter darkness that they will burn you just to see a light. Try not to take it personally. People, the mental, y'all, the mental. I'm telling you. The mental is definitely off. So y'all, this was another Thriving Thursday session, y'all, overcoming the negative energy. I'm Miss Malvina. This is my email if y'all want to reach out. Thank y'all for joining me on this Thriving Thursday, y'all. We will definitely be back at the same time, the same place. I ain't going yet, y'all. We got a few more minutes, y'all. I ain't going nowhere yet. Roman said, "I love this." Yeah, I tell y'all, if y'all want some topics y'all want to talk about, definitely send it to you. Can send it to my email, which is up there. Let me see. You can send it to my email, or you always can reach out to Cam. I know she's on break, I think, to the 9th of October, but y'all can always, if something topics, say, hey, can your mother touch on this? And I'll research it. And because y'all, a lot of times these topics I talk about were given to me because my mind be blank. I'm 41 now. So thank you, sis. Thank you, Jamie. Welcome, Sid. Jada said, I ain't had much to say. Jada, that was fine. Jada, you did good yesterday. I was watching the session, the Winning Wednesday from the shower. Y'all know I'll be watching it from the shower. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Thank you, Dawn. So y'all see y'all next week, but definitely y'all reach out with any topics. That's my email, and or send it to Cam. And if y'all ever want to join me, email me. I know Dawn has my number, or y'all can reach the Cam if you want to join me on here. You welcome, Queen. Lakeisha, I know, sis. See you, reality. Love you all. Y'all be safe and be blessed, y'all. Remember, somebody's going to be mad, y'all, so don't even worry about it. Be you. Don't worry about how nobody feel or how they take it. Okay? See you, Dawn. See you, Shane. Y'all, yes, Jamie, thank you. You have a great rest of your week. Y'all, the rain has stopped, y'all. So I hope we don't have to worry about drowning here in Maryland. I was sick of the rain, but we're gonna go ahead. Yep. Keisha said, love y'all. Have an amazing week, rest of your week and weekend. Thank you, Queen. These come from recommendations. I don't get these come from recommendations. I try to put something together in my head. Y'all know how my mind is. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. Love you all. I will see y'all next week. See you, Roman. Happy Thriving Thursday, everybody. All right.